Prom Madness. The high school formal is right around the corner, and one organization plans to make it special for everyone.
And we'll give you an update on the Iowa State murder case from this last summer.
Spring has officially started, but Iowa's weather is making us believe otherwise. Find out later how long this cold and rain will last.
Iowa baseball might have gotten exactly what they wanted Tuesday night before heading into conference play this weekend. Coming up in sports, we have those highlights from Dwayne Banks Field.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Andrew Roberts.
And I'm Kelsey Singer.
Johnson County officials traveled to China this week to observe the murder case of former University of Iowa student Jiangnan Li. Li is facing trial for murdering Iowa State student Tong Xiao. Authorities found Zhao's body in a car trunk in Iowa City in 2014. Local officials turned the case over to the Chinese officials because of the weak extradition treaty between the U.S. and China. Johnson County officials plan to return to Iowa this weekend.
University of Iowa Student Disability Services recently reduced the services they provide for students, and professors are upset and speaking out. Student Disability Services doesn't have the resources for the over 800 students that require help to access to course materials and activities. Reducing services means that this responsibility now falls on professors and TAs to proctor exams. This has upset professors because they don't have the time, especially around midterm and finals week.
Prom dresses, suits, and other articles of clothing flew off the racks at the biannual United Action for Youth Teen Clothing Drive Tuesday. The clothing drive provides underprivileged teens a chance to grab free clothes, especially prom formal wear. Daily Iowan TV's Ryan Scott has more on the story.
Like Cinderella's fairy godmother helped her attend the ball, United Action for Youth is helping high school students attend prom. Throughout the week, United Action for Youth has been collecting prom dresses, dress shoes, and other articles of clothing for their teen clothing drive that occurred Tuesday from 4 to 7 p.m. Ashley Lindley organized this event and explains the emphasis on prom clothes.
Being able to offer these absolutely gorgeous prom dresses that cost who knows how much retail to these girls for free so that they can go to prom and make memories that they're going to remember forever is amazing.
Volunteers spend hours preparing for the clothing drive by collecting, folding, and checking out clothing to those in need. They say they are just happy to be a part of such a great cause.
Since 2009, United Action for Youth has put on 2 clothing drives per year. Each drive provides anywhere from 150 to 400 teens and children with clothing.
Out anywhere from 1,500 to 3,500 items. So clothing, shoes, accessories, all of that. It ends up being a lot.
According to their website, United Action for Youth serves as a safe place for children and young adults where they can be themselves and grow. They offer support programs for parents who are worried about their kids getting involved in drugs or alcohol. UAY is located at 410 Iowa Avenue here in Iowa City.
As you can see behind me, the turnout for this event is insane, and it's all going towards a fantastic cause. Reporting for the United Action for Youth Teen Clothing Drive, Ryan Scott, Daily Iowan TV.
1,000 people rallied at the state capitol in support of legalizing medical cannabis oil on Tuesday. The Cannabis Oil Act would legalize the use of cannabis oil to help terminal cancer patients and multiple sclerosis patients. Even though the majority of Iowans support the act, that is not the case for the State House. Representative Liz Bennett says the power of the State House is strongly against the bill, so it is unlikely to pass.
A new strain of the dog flu has become a major problem, and it's spreading quickly. A warning has gone out to dog owners to keep a special eye on their pets, and we've got what signs to look for to tell if your dog has caught the virus. The animal clinics in Iowa City are taking special precautions to help prevent dogs from getting and spreading the disease. Owners say noticeable symptoms of the flu include high fever, cough, runny nose, and loss of appetite. One of the top spots that dogs can catch the virus is at dog parks, but it doesn't seem to have stopped owners from taking their pets to local Thornberry Dog Park in Iowa City. There is a new flu vaccine for your pets, and it's recommended that all dogs receive it. You can learn more about how to protect your dog from the canine influenza by calling your local veterinarian.
There is good news for farmers market goers who prefer to pay via credit card for their food. Beginning in May, those who attend the Iowa City Farmers Market will be able to use credit, debit, and benefit cards to pay for fresh and local food. All shoppers need to do is swipe their card at the entrance to receive tokens as their form of payment. The goal is to attract more low-income families to the farmers market through offering a variety of payment options.
Well, Kelsey, it certainly seems like there might be a storm headed our way.
I know. I was going to take my winter clothes home over spring break, but I'm glad I didn't. Let's toss it over to Melanie Taylor in the weather studio to see what the rest of this week has in store.
Thanks, Kelsey and Andrew. Well, we've definitely seen a turn in the weather for a cold and windy day. After spring break, this is a rude awakening for students. Showers will be continuing through the rest of this week. Taking a look at Thursday morning, we will have a 85% chance of rain with temperatures at 35 degrees. Afternoon temperatures will be about the same at 34 degrees with rain showers, and we might even see some snow flurries mixed in. Evening temperatures will drop to 30 degrees with a cloudy sky with no showers. Let's take a look at the extended forecast. Friday temperatures will heat up to a 52-degree high and 37 low. I'm sure we will also be happy to put aside our umbrellas for Friday, as there will be no rain. Saturday and Sunday will bring plenty of rain. Saturday there will be a high of 53 and low of 36 degrees with a 70% chance of rain. Sunday temperatures will be 48 and 30 with a 60% chance of showers. The beginning of next week looks promising, and hopefully our temps can only go up from here. Monday's high will be 56 degrees with a sunny sky, and Tuesday has a 60-degree high with partly cloudy skies. That's all I have for now from the weather studio. Kelsey and Andrew, back to you.
One Colorado landlord will take your pets, but if you are a supporter of Donald Trump, your chances of living in his apartment are slim to none. Mark Holmes sent out a warning to potential renters not to call regarding an ad he placed for a 2-bedroom apartment if they support Trump for president. Holmes stated that he cannot control the election, but he can control who wants to live with. Holmes has been accused of renter discrimination, but there is no federal law that prohibits landlords from excluding potential buyers based on their political affiliation.
The results are in. The 2 presidential front-runners took home big wins from the Arizona, Utah, and Idaho primaries. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump took over the win in the Republican primary as Hillary Clinton won 41 delegates in Arizona with more than 58% of the vote. And though Senator Sanders was able to nab Utah and Idaho's vote, this still means the former Secretary of State Clinton is 70% of the way to securing the Democratic nomination. As for the Republican side, Trump took all 58 delegates in Arizona. However, Cruz did manage to nab Utah. This leaves Trump at 60% of the way to securing the Republican nomination.
The presidential race for University of Iowa student government is in full force for the 2016-2017 school year. This Friday night at 8 p.m., the vice presidential debate will be hosted at the IMU Iowa Theater. The 2 candidates debating are Lauren Freeman representing the Bloc Party and Elliott Smith representing the Yes Party. These 2 parties are doing everything to get the university's student body involved in this race before voting opens on March 30th.
Forbes magazine just named the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics the #1 employer in healthcare in the United States. This is the 2nd year in a row the hospital received this title. Forbes also placed the UIHC as the #7th best place to work in the nation. This is an improvement to last year when UIHC was ranked #12 on Forbes' list.
Well, there's one Iowa basketball player who might give up his final season in Iowa City.
Holly Reimer is standing by in the sports studio. What's going on, Holly?
Thanks, guys. On Wednesday, news broke regarding Iowa men's basketball player Peter Jock and his future. The junior starter is exploring his options in the NBA, and according to the NCAA rules, players can compete in workouts and talk with officials at the NBA Scouting Combine in May. Jock would then have up to 10 days after the Combine to withdraw from the NBA draft and return to school. Head coach Fran McCaffrey was quoted saying that the rules are completely different than they have been in recent years, and that the program fully supports Jock in his decision to take advantage of these opportunities. Well, it was a beautiful night across the street from Carver Hawkeye Arena Tuesday night at Dwayne Banks Field. The 7-10 Iowa Hawkeyes welcomed the 9-7 Bradley Braves to Iowa City for a midweek non-conference battle. Bradley seemed to be in control of the first 4 innings as they led 5-1 going into the 5th. But Iowa got the bats going the last 4 innings, especially at the bottom of the 9th when it was all or nothing for Iowa as they trailed 5-6. It was Eric Skank Jablinski who led off the inning with a triple that went right over the head of left fielder Aaron Grunner. No outs and Iowa in good position. Up next, Zach Daniels reaches on fielder's choice with 1 out and advances to second base while Skank Jablinski scores the tying run at 6. But wait, there's more magic left in this Iowa baseball team. Senior Nick Rossetti singled to center field to score Daniels, and Iowa goes on to win their first walk-off game of the season. Iowa was 0-8 before this game when trailing after 6 innings. Head coach Rick Heller believes this was the perfect momentum swing going into the Big Ten play against Maryland this upcoming weekend. Coach Heller said, "We have some tough times, and it would have been easy to say we weren't going to win tonight. And to see them fight each inning is what we needed to see, and I feel great about going into the weekend." The kickoff to the 3-game series against Maryland starts Friday at 3 p.m. While we unfortunately said goodbye to the Iowa women's basketball team last week in their loss against Ball State in the NIT tournament, the program also said goodbye to 2 players on Wednesday. Sophomore Whitney Jennings and freshman Tegan Larson have both decided to transfer from Iowa to other universities close to their hometown. Jennings is a native from Longin Sports, Indiana, and recorded 626 points, 191 assists, 169 rebounds, and 77 steals in her 2 seasons at Iowa. Larson is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and appeared in 5 games for the Hawkeyes as a freshman. Both will be missed, especially by head coach Lisa Bluter herself. She stated on Wednesday, "We appreciate the contributions Whitney and Tegan made on and off the court in their Hawkeye careers. We wish them nothing but the best as they pursue opportunities closer to home." Spring break wasn't all heartbreak and sadness for Iowa sports. Instead, for the track and field team, 2 athletes emerged at the Baldi Castillo Invitational in Tempe, Arizona on March 19th. Junior Madison Rao and freshman Christian Brissett are both being recognized this week as Big Ten Athletes of the Week. Rao opened her season with first place in the women's high jump with a personal best 5 8 3/4 mark, which leads the Big Ten and ties 6th nationally, as well as ranking 6th in school history. Brissett ran 3 events in Arizona, finishing 2nd in the 400-meter relay, 4th in the 200 meters, and 6th in the 100 meters. He leads the conference in all 3 events and ranks in the top 10 nationally in the 100 and 200 meters. This is both their first career weekly conference award. Brissett and Rao and the rest of the team split competitors for their next meet. A group will be in attendance at Florida Relays in Gainesville, Florida, while the other team members will be at Stanford Invitational in Palo Alto, California on April 1st and 2nd. Iowa does host their lone home meet on April 23rd here in Iowa City. Daily Iowan TV Sports will have all the coverage on that meet. Back to you guys at the desk.
If you have a dog at home, don't forget to wish them a happy National Puppy Day. The day is set to celebrate the love of spots and promote puppy adoption from dog shelters. Local shelters around the country are hosting adoption events in light of the holiday.
That's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
Be sure to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, for all the latest news. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Kelsey Sanger.
And I'm Andrew Roberts. Have a good night.
Can't pick up a copy of the Daily Iowan? Are you worried about how you're going to find out about the latest news in Iowa City and the University of Iowa? Well, look no further. You can download the Daily Iowan mobile app on your iPhone for the area's best news coverage. And you can also read and watch us on your iPad. You can always find current and past Daily Iowan stories at dailyiowan.com. The Daily Iowan is now on TV, online, and in your pocket. If it happens, it's news to us.